So Icon Swaps is here in Ultimate Team, and with it obviously comes a lot of objectives which sadly require us to play some squad battles, which for some people I'm sure they love it because they like the game mode, but for me I'm just not big on it anymore. I used to be really big on it a few years ago, but now it just bores me. So I don't want to sit there, I don't want to have to sit there and play all the games, and in this video today I'll show you a way which you can kind of semi-AFK it. Full disclosure, it's not a full AFK kind of quote-unquote glitch or anything like that, but it's something that's going to allow you not to have to play the full game for most parts. So hopefully it does help you out, and if it does, please do leave a like rating on the video. Now obviously we want to make this whole icon swaps objective process as quick and painless as possible. So you're going to want to combine some of the objectives. Last year we had the option of doing like a UCL and a country, and then a silvers and a country, so you could do like kill two birds with one stone twice. This year we're not as fortunate because there's no UCLs, but you can still do the silvers together. As you can see, I'm going for silver and Brazilians, but you could do silvers and Argentinians or silvers and the Dutch League if you wanted to, but this is just what I had in my club, so I'm going to go with this. Before we continue, I will point out this isn't something that I found out. I'm not taking credit for it or anything like that. This has been around for quite some time. I've seen it by multiple people on TikTok, so I'm unsure who the original quote-unquote founder is, but if you are aware, let me know and I will credit them in the description. Anyway, one thing you need to know is this unfortunately will not work against the best squads because they're just going to press way too much and they're not going to allow you to do what we want to do. So you really do want to be targeting squads ultimately with terrible chemistry and terrible rating like this one for example. Now I know that's not ideal for, you know, maximizing points in squad battles in general, but that's just how this works unfortunately. So you are going to have to obviously update the squads regularly. So yeah, for someone who wants to maximize squad battle points, this probably isn't something for you, which obviously is a shame, but that's just how it works. Another thing to note is as well, I've only got this working on world class. For whatever reason, like on legendary, I understand why it doesn't work because they just press too much, but on professional, for whatever reason, they also nick the ball. I've literally tried it on like 3 different difficulties, admittedly haven't tried it on any others, but out of these 3, the only one I've got it to work on is world class, which is very odd, but that's perfect for what we need because that's obviously the requirement for the objective. So yeah, let's select that, let's get into a game and let's get this done. But before we do that, we've got to give our manager a contract. I have not played squad battles in so long, and these kits are not really too different, are they? So that's a pain. I used to actually play so much squad battles back in like, I think it was 19 or 20. I actually got top 100 numerous times, and if you subscribe back then you'll know because I uploaded videos on it. But yeah, I don't know why I just don't like the game mode anymore. The AI just seem not too good, but just too clinical. So they'll just finish every chance from a stupid angle and it just gets frustrating. And who can we get a nice early goal? Tight angle, but it does not matter. We fire it into the back of net, perfect start, and now we can do what we want to do. So obviously you do want to go a goal ahead. I don't advise going I mean you can go 2-0 up, but I don't advise going any further than that because then the AI just gets too aggressive and they'll want to nab the ball off you. But anyway, once you've got the goal, you want to get the ball, run it to about the edge of your D, stop, and just start doing ball rolls. Just start doing ball rolls, and as long as no one's locked onto you, you can do this for the rest of the half, and you shouldn't have any issues at all. Now, I would advise staying outside the box, just because, but I've already gone in, so I'm just going to keep holding it, but we still should be absolutely fine. But I would advise starting just outside of the D. As you can see, he's getting close, but he isn't going to come and touch the ball, which is obviously what we want. Now this might take a few attempts for you to get the hang of it, which is absolutely fine, but do keep trying. I promise you it does work, and you can literally see evidence of it happening right in front of your eyes. Now obviously right now I'm literally just holding the right stick up, which is what you will have to do unless you have something like a rubber band, a piece of string, the charging cable, or just something to wrap around obviously the right stick. And as long as you've got that, you can just put your controller down and do something else, which is yeah, what you can do. But I'm just going to keep an eye on this and let the half run out just to, you know, prove a point. It's a shame there isn't, you know, a full AFK glitch like there was the previous year. I think it was like you did like a fake shot and just that was it. You did a fake shot and then the opposition just didn't press for the ball anymore. It was great. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be a thing this year, sadly. But that was probably one of my favourite ones ever. I hope you all noticed that big press from Tony just a few moments ago. He went for it, but as you saw, didn't get near the ball. Now, the reason that we play against these lesser teams is because of exactly that. If this was someone like an Mbappe, someone who had a lot of pace, or even someone like a Ronaldo who's got a lot of pace and strength, he would have probably took the ball off us. So that's why we do have to target these weaker teams to do said glitch. I actually don't like calling this a glitch because it kind of isn't one. I guess it is, but it isn't. But yeah, that's what we're going with for the title. You can literally see a circle on the pitch right now of where I've been running. And you can also see markings of where Ivan Toney's been running and the defenders around us. We are literally ruining the penalty spot. So if this game goes to penalties, which it won't, but if it does, the penalty spot's going to be absolutely mauled and hopefully all the penalties are going to get skied. If you do have any questions about this, by the way, please feel free to put them in the comment section down below. As you saw, Ivan Toney getting closer, but is he going to take the ball? Absolutely not. But as I was saying, if you do have any questions, pop them down below and I'll do my best to answer any queries you may have. But it's just a very, very simple thing. It's just a shame, as I say, that you can't just, you know, do a quick fake shot and just leave it like you could in previous years. On this one, unfortunately, you do have to keep the right stick up or down in whichever direction. You've obviously got it aimed, but as I say, if you've got a rubber band, piece of string, a wire, whatever it may be, you should obviously be absolutely fine. My poor centre-back must be absolutely knackered. He has been running in, he must be dizzy as well. He's been running in circles for a full 40 minutes now. Ivan Toney getting close once again. But as you saw, you can see the circle that I'm running in. He's just on the edge of it, just not quite reaching out for it. And there's half time. So as you can see, we did that for literally 99% of the first half without any issues whatsoever. The only problem is I've now got a bit of a mark on my thumb from holding the right stick up. But as I say, if you've got something to wrap around the right stick, that won't be a problem. Look at those stats. Absolute domination. 98% possession. So yeah, you can see that this works. You can. I'm going to do the second half just to prove a point that it does work. In the second half as well, but I think you're all fully aware how to do this by now, how simple it is, and yeah, you just got to get used to it. Some of you might not be able to do it first time or the second time, but just keep trying and I promise it will happen for you. Look at my centre-back, by the way. We're not going to use the same one for the second half. The poor guy has got no stamina left. He's down to 27 fitness, so we'll have our other centre-back do it for this second half. I will add, by the way, when you get the ball, you do want to kind of force the other team upfield and then go back. And then that way, you've got less chance of one of the attackers locking onto your player. So as you can see, we're now at the edge of the box. I'm actually going to wrap a cord around my controller for this half because I don't want to have to hold it again. Ivan Toney getting a bit aggressive there with a slide challenge. Don't think... Oh, my bad. I haven't wrapped the wire around correctly. I've just messed it up trying to get a wire. But anyway, let's now get back to what we're meant to be doing. As you can see, ball roll is underway. Ball roll action. Ball roll FC. And this will be us until the end of the game. As Haaland does come for us. But as I say, he's not going to get us. He's not going to lock on strong enough. But it is a bit of a worry that he's now the player charging us because of what I said in the first half. But we should be okay because of the position. I will add though, ideally, if you come up against a squad like this where you've got one elite striker and one pretty average striker, try and get it so it's the average striker that locks onto you rather than the elite one, because obviously Haaland does have a much higher chance of nabbing the ball off us. That's why we, you know, aim to try and play against the weaker teams, but as I say, we should be okay. Oh, Haaland, calm yourself. There's no need for that. No need for that slide challenge. Oh, I messed up. My bad. Whoops. That's on me. This is why you put a wire around it, so it's just a wire doing it instead. But anyway, back to the ball rolls. We're good to go again. Tell you what I should have done, and I probably should have done this at the start of the video. If I drop my border on my webcam, you can actually see the little controller panel in the top right. So you can literally see that all I'm doing is holding the right stick upwards, and that's literally the only input. So yeah, you can just watch that for the rest of this half instead of just staring at my face, just looking blankly into space. You will notice we have now switched direction. My finger slipped off the thing and I didn't ball roll, so that's my bad. Look at that pressing. He went for it then, he wanted the ball, he was willing to fight for the badge, but not as much as my centre-back who is protecting that ball with his life. Can you imagine if he nabbed the ball and scored right now and just ruined my video? And take him into extra time in squad battles as well, that would be an absolute nightmare. But we'll be okay. I have full confidence we will be absolutely fine as we head into injury time. Here we go then, referee, blow that whistle, and that is that. Job done, and all we did was score one goal and then hold the right stick for, you know, the past like 15 minutes. So yeah, other than them having the ball from kickoff, as you can see, they barely touched it. And can we get like a heat map? That'd be interesting. Yeah, that's look at the right side of the screen. That's pretty disgusting, isn't it? But you get the idea. It's a very, very simple thing to do. Is it ideal? Is it, you know, fun to do? No, it's not. But it's the best thing we've got to avoid having to play the full match. So it's what we're going to have to make do with for now, until hopefully someone finds, you know, a better alternative. But nonetheless, I hope you do find this useful, and if you do, please leave a like rating on it. As I say, it might not happen for you the first time, and I do recommend not trying this against the high-level teams because they'll press too much and take the ball, but against the low-level teams, this is obviously perfect for them. So hopefully it does help you out, and as I say, do leave a like rating on the video if it does. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Also, good luck with your icon swap packs, especially for those of you who are going for the fodder packs, them 25 player ones. I know I am, and check out the channel because I'll be uploading them on here too.